If you have a 2013 quarter, don't ignore it, because hidden inside these coins could be a value most people completely overlook. In 2013, the U.S. Mint released multiple designs under the America the Beautiful series, and 3 of the most searched today are the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter, the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter, and the Great Basin National Park Quarter. At first glance, they look completely ordinary, just another 25-cent coin passing through your hands. But here's the truth. Millions were made, yes, but almost none survived in perfect condition. Most 2013 P quarters were heavily circulated, scratched, worn, and damaged over time, which means high-grade examples today are far rarer than people think. And that's where the value begins. A normal circulated coin is still just worth face value, around 25 cents, maybe slightly more. But when you step into higher grades like MS-67 and above, prices start to jump fast, with some top-condition coins reaching hundreds, and even over $4,000 for perfect specimens in rare cases. Now here's where things take a serious turn. Errors. Because this is where ordinary coins become extraordinary. The 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter is known for doubled dies, missing clad layers, and off-center strikes, where part of the design is completely shifted. The 2013 Perry's Victory quarter has documented strike-through errors, die cracks, and even missing metal layers that expose the copper core, making them highly collectible. And the 2013 Great Basin quarter. This one is a hidden gem. Collectors have found rare broad strikes, clipped planchets, and even wrong planchet errors, where the coin was struck on a completely different metal blank. Now imagine this. A 2013 quarter, with a strong visible error, in near-perfect condition. That's when things change completely. Because now you're not holding a common coin anymore. You're holding something rare. And rare creates demand. Some error coins from this series have already sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. But here's the part most people don't realize. In the coin world, perfection plus rarity equals explosive value. A flawless coin, with a rare error, and strong collector demand. That's the kind of combination that can push values into life-changing territory. We're talking about coins that collectors fight over. Coins that disappear into private collections. Coins that most people never even notice before spending them. So the real question is not how many 2013 quarters exist. The real question is, do you have the right one? Because the difference between a coin worth 25 cents and one worth thousands or more could come down to a tiny detail, hiding in plain sight. So before you spend any 2013 quarter, check it carefully. Look at the mint mark, study the design, search for errors. Because one small mistake could turn your pocket change into something extraordinary. If you have a 2013 Fort McHenry quarter, stop and listen carefully, because this small coin could be hiding a value most people never even imagine. At first glance, it looks like a normal quarter, but the moment you see that tiny S mint mark, everything changes. This coin was struck in San Francisco, and unlike the billions of quarters made for everyday use, this one was produced in much smaller numbers, specifically for collectors. And here's what makes it powerful. The design itself captures a historic moment. Battle of Baltimore, where Fort McHenry stood strong under attack, inspiring what would later become the U.S. national anthem. That dramatic scene, with fireworks bursting above the fort, makes this coin one of the most visually striking in the entire America the Beautiful series. But the real story is not the design. It's the rarity and the condition. Most of these coins were never meant for circulation, which means finding one in perfect condition today is extremely difficult. And that's where prices begin to climb. A regular example might only be worth a few dollars. But when you step into high-grade territory, things change fast. Coins graded MS-67, MS-68, or proof coins with deep cameo contrast can jump into serious collector demand. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. There are multiple versions of this coin. Standard clad proofs, silver proofs, and even a massive 5-ounce silver version that collectors chase aggressively. That larger silver coin alone can sell for hundreds of dollars, depending on condition. But the real hidden gold mine is in the errors. We're talking about off-center strikes, die cracks, strike-through errors, rare mint mistakes that were never supposed to leave the mint. And when one of these errors appears on a low-mintage S coin, collectors go crazy. Because now you're not just holding a coin. You're holding something unique. And unique means value. Some rare error coins and top-grade examples have reached hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. And in extreme cases, with the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and demand, values can climb toward life-changing territory. So the real question is simple. Do you have one? And more importantly, have you actually checked it? Because the difference between 25 cents and a 4-figure payday could come down to a tiny detail, hiding in plain sight. So before you spend that 2013 S. Fort McHenry quarter, take a closer look. You might be holding something far more valuable than you think. You're holding what many collectors quietly call one of the most artistic coins in the entire America the Beautiful series. But here's the shocking truth. Most people still spend it like ordinary change. Listen carefully, because this could be sitting in your pocket right now. The 2013 S. Mount Rushmore America the Beautiful quarter is not just another coin. It captures a rare behind-the-scenes moment in history. Instead of simply showing the finished monument, this design actually shows a worker carving the face of a president into the mountain. That level of detail is what makes collectors stop and look twice. It's one of the few U.S. coins that tells a story in motion, not just a finished image. Now here's where things get interesting. That tiny S mint mark means this coin was struck in San Francisco, and unlike the billions made for circulation, these were produced in much smaller numbers. In fact, only about 920,000 proof versions were made, extremely low compared to standard coins. And this is where the hidden value begins. Most people think this coin is worth just 25 cents, but that's only if it's worn or common. A clean proof version can easily sell for around $5 to $6, and if you're lucky enough to find a high-grade or perfect condition example, prices can jump dramatically. Now imagine this. A flawless MS-69 or MS-70 example has been known to reach over $80 to $100, and in rare cases, elite condition coins from the 2013 quarter series have crossed into the hundreds, or even thousands depending on grade and rarity. Let that sink in. A simple quarter, potentially turning into serious money. But here's the part most collectors miss. The real money is not in just having the coin, it's in the condition. Scratches, dull surfaces, or where can instantly drop the value back to face value. That's why experts always check for mirror-like surfaces, sharp details, and zero damage. And there's one more twist. Some rare error versions and special finishes, like silver proofs made with 90% silver, can push the value even higher, sometimes reaching $20 to $30 or more depending on demand. So the next time you see a 2013 quarter, don't ignore it. Look for that Mount Rushmore carving scene. Check for the S mint mark. Because what looks like ordinary pocket change might actually be a small piece of American history hiding real value.